The views of the guest are that of the guests and do not represent nor reflect the views and opinions of the Lockoutmen channel, the Recruiter Call channel, nor its host. This site content is for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only.
Imagine giving it all to your boss, grinding day or night, pushing through exhaustion, only to end up broke.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
Behind on your bills and feeling like a slave to the system. That's exactly what happened to my guy, Mac. Again, shout out to Mac Stewart. I had the pleasure of talking to this young man last year when he had that unfortunate situation with a Chicago-based company that damn near left him stranded. Well, he's back again in another issue, in another problem that you guys will be listening to in a minute. He's calling out the industry in ways most people are too scared to. If you're in trucking or thinking about getting into trucking, this story of his might just be interesting to you. Let's get it.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for listening. Lockoutmen here. Today we're diving into a story that hits deep with truckers everywhere. This real life, no sugarcoating shit. Mac Stewart, shout out again to Mac Stewart. He opens up about how he went completely broke.
Oh, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
Working for a black ops company out of Illinois. The company that he was working for, he thought was a saving grace. This particular company came along right when another company put him out. This company said, come on, I got you. But by the looks of it, low pay, shady operations, the ELD dance, and the mental toll of being on the road is just piling up on this guy. Is trucking still a way to make a good living though with these black ops companies? Or is it a never-ending hamster wheel that you're gonna forever be on?
No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Hold on!
I can't find the time to be entertaining and comedic and funny when you got financial problems hanging over your head, man. I'm about to tell you a little story. How I went broke trucking with my last company. A lot of y'all know last year I went through an incident with another company before this one. That I got up to Chicago and they terminated me right at the mechanic shop and left me stranded and so on and so on. And another guy came out and reached out and gave me a job. New up and coming company. I was their ninth driver, Imperial Freight Systems. I thought the guy was my savior at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciated everything that was done for me. But I worked for this guy for 10 months. And in the course of them 10 months, I went bankrupt. I am right now today financially destitute. I'm behind on my mortgage, going on 2 months now. I'm behind on my suburban payment, going 2 months now. And yet I'm still out here trying to figure it out. And it's not working for me, man. It's not working. I say all that to say this, man, because I reached out to this dude last year. I'm no longer with the company, mind you. I left on February 4th and I went to another company out of Chicago, and they're worse than this one. They're worse than the last one, I mean. They're worse than the last company I came from, okay? That's a story for another day, okay? But let's get back to Imperial Freight Systems, man. All right, when I first started with these people, man, it was like, okay, you know, we're gonna pay you 65 cents a mile, blah, blah, blah. I'm a strong driver, all right? I'm not one of these guys that wanna sit in the fucking truck stops every night and, you know, do what you do. I'm out here. My wheels ain't turning, I'm not earning, okay? I average anywhere from legally, with my clock, okay? I average 650 miles a day. I'll give you 3,000 a week, 30, 32, even 34. I've done 34 legally. But they have these ELD-friendly logs, companies now, that they will alter your shit and get you more time to keep driving. But here it is. I put my CDL on the line to keep driving extra miles or whatever to get there faster or whatever, but it doesn't benefit me at the end.
Man, this right here is where trucking gets real, man. This is where the game stops looking like freedom of the open road, man, and start looking like a straight up modern day slavery. I know that's a bit harsh to say, but that's what some of these truck drivers feel. They get with a black ops company thinking that it's going to be their saving grace, only to be treated like a secondhand stepchild. You're telling me my man's Mac is out here pushing about 650 miles plus a day legally, and sometimes even pushing it past the limits. And all for what? A paycheck that can't even cover his mortgage? Car note? That is wild. And the worst part is that these companies don't even care. They'll push you to run hard, flirt with your HOS, that's hours of service for those that don't know. But when DOT pulls you in, guess what?
That shit is on you.
Your CDL, your fines, your job is on the line. Even though that job said, oh, hey, go ahead and do it. But when you get pulled over by DOT and they start putting the screws to you, that company ain't gonna be nowhere in sight. They're gonna throw you up under the bus faster than the bus that's gonna run you over. No company is gonna step up and say, yeah, we told him to do it. Nah, they'll just replace you with the next Joe Schmo that is willing to take that risk. And it's just unfortunate that a lot of you guys out there are willing to take those kinds of risks. What you gonna do? You gonna tell the officer, hey, company says it's all right. Hey, I dropped that ghost driver off at the next state. Hey, I'm just going right down the street. DOT ain't gonna give a hoot. They're gonna give you that ticket. They're gonna put you out of service. And that company that which considered you as an asset at one point now considers you as a liability, and they're gonna get rid of you. So why take the risk, man? I know a lot of you turn around and say it's the rewards. You do about 3, 4, 5,000 miles a week, and the rewards is plentiful. But what if the rewards ain't plentiful if they keep hitting you with all sorts of deductions on your settlement? Let's say you did do a good $3,000 settlement, only to take home $1,000? They're gonna hit you with the fuel. They're gonna hit you with the fees. They're gonna hit you with the rent. They're gonna hit you with the truck payments. They're gonna hit you with any and everything that they can think of to take that money right out of your pocket. And then what? And then what you left with? $1,000. That's equivalent to a company driver that's only driving like 2,000 miles. And without the risk. Why risk it? Why? Why even take that chance? See, a lot of these black op companies take advantage of you. Why? Because you're poor, broke.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
And lonely. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to put that on you, driver, but you are. You're the type of driver that these black op companies loves and preys upon. You don't have no
Real money.
You don't have no money to go to the legitimate dealership and buy a truck. You don't have no money to get a legitimate LLC, a legitimate authority, a legitimate start. You don't have that. But see, you have aspirations. And I applaud you for that one. I applaud you for having aspirations. But having aspirations and reality sets in for you, it's going to hit you hard than a ton of bricks. And you're going to be worse off than when you were. And then you're going to be doing the black op companies dance until you either fall over and die in the truck, or you just going to come and realize, hey, I can't do this no more. Let me make sure I got everything together and just try to go with a legitimate company. Now, for those that's with the black op companies and making your money, I implore you, your best bet is to save your money. Your best bet is not to make a career with the black op companies. I'm telling you, not to do that. Why? Because they're going to take advantage of you and they're going to milk you until you dry, and then they're going to put you out to pasture. What you're going to need to do is save all that money so you can go legit. It's just like how they did back in the day with the drug sales, the Jay-Z's, the Eazy-E's, the Ice Cubes, and the Too Shorts. All of them was drug dealers at one point or another. I don't know about Ice Cube as much though, but all of them was drug dealers at one point or another. They saved all their money and they pulled it into something that was legal. And they've been saying this for years. Turn drug money into legal money. You was once the scum of the earth. Now you're a billionaire. All because you pulled the money from making ill stuff and made your money into positive stuff. That's what you need to do with these black op companies. You need to get your money from there and pull it into something else that would be a lot more better for you. This side of trucking, nobody talks about. They want to sell you dreams, sugarcoat everything. Oh, you can make 6 figures in trucking. But the reality is, most drivers are living check to check, just like my man Matt, check to check. But yet they are on social media turning around and being like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is great. See me, come into trucking. And then when you get into trucking and realize that it's not reality.
They don't pay me an extra $1. They don't do anything, okay? And I have a problem with that. I have a problem with me violating my hours of service, okay? Because at the end of the day, if I get pulled into that weigh station, that shit's on me, right? I'm gonna say, hey, my company made me run. They say, you have the option to say yes or no, okay? So that's on me. So I choose not to drive illegally, okay? Because that's how many of these drivers, man, when I wake up in the morning, because I start driving 4 or 5 in the morning, and I wake up and I'm looking and going across Wyoming and I-80, this truck's scattered all over the highway because you've been driving at night during black ice, fatigued, and tired. And I'm not that guy, bro. I've been doing this too damn long. I'm a 2nd-generation driver. I used to love what I do. Now I'm just a slave to a damn fucking truck because I'm trying to pay bills that I can't even catch up on, guys. Right? I can't tell you the last time I had a decent meal, to be honest with you. I don't know where I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now. It's like I get this paycheck this week, what am I gonna pay? And I pay bits and pieces here and here just to keep the wolves at bay. And they're at the door. They're at the door. And you know, the sad part about all this is it's all on me. I have a disabled wife at home, 61-year-old wife at home who's been disabled. She had a stroke years ago. So she doesn't work. She can't work if she wanted to. Okay, so everyone's depending on me. And how do I tell them we're broke? How do I tell them I don't have the money, you know? And yet this last company I was with owes me about $1,450 fucking dollars, all right? Back pay, pension, and all this other stuff. And I brought this up to him the other day, last Sunday, and this motherfucker ignored me. This Serbian piece of shit ignored me. I said, okay, so this is what we're gonna do, right? I told him, I'm gonna put you on blast. I got videos of my ELDs being altered in real fucking time, people. You know me, I bring receipts to the game. But I digress from all that, man, because it's like, I'm out here trying to figure it out, and it's getting worse every day, people. I don't know what's next, man. They have no idea how many nights I've sat in this fucking bunk in the middle of the night, right before I lay down, and decide, oh, let me take my blood pressure medication. Matter of fact, let me take the whole fucking bottle. I'll go to sleep and never wake the fuck up. I'm worth more dead than alive. My insurance is worth more right now with me dead. I am 59 fucking years old. I am tired. I'm tired. I shouldn't be stressing like this for no fucking reason. This used to be an industry where you can make money. Now, man, you know, that one thing to the Chicago, I got a message to the Chicagoland trucking cartel. Okay, to all you Russians, Ukrainians, Serbians, Croatians, Pakistanis, fuck all of y'all.
So what is the takeaway from all of this, man? Trucking isn't what it used to be. The money isn't what it used to be. The companies isn't what it used to be. They'll run you into the ground if you let them. I respect my man Matt Stewart for speaking out because a lot of people are scared to say it. But the way these companies treat drivers, especially small up-and-coming ones that seem promising at first, is just straight up wrong. But it's happening all over, not just in Illinois. There's pop-ups everywhere. And it be those same pop-ups that be preying on you guys. The worst part is when you're struggling, nobody cares. But when you speak up all of a sudden, you're the problem. So my question for you guys is, if you're a truck driver, have you ever been in a situation like my man Matt? Have you ever worked for a company that ran you into the ground and left you struggling and stranded? And if you're even thinking about going with the black op companies, does hearing this change your mind? Drop your thoughts about this in the comments below.